We continue our conversation now with Lauren Tula Poindexter. And Lauren, I know that you may not realize this, but back in the day when we all went to church, there was this song, Try Jesus. And let's just say it's a different take now for your generation.
Yeah, so Toby came out with the song that said Try Jesus, and I love him. He's a great artist. I've listened to some of his music before. I've heard him speak in person before. Very knowledgeable. But this song, so it says Try Jesus, but here's the twist. Don't try me.
Try Jesus, not me, 'cause I throw hands.
Now, if you guys listen to the song, he talks about a lot of the things that are going on in today's society especially with police brutality and a lot of the civil unrest taking place. And, it brings up a very interesting topic when it comes to religion and how to navigate when things are going wrong or in today's society. And, a lot of us read the Bible. Most of us read the Bible and we know the quote to turn the other cheek. If someone does you wrong, turn the other cheek. But I want to point out, too, Jesus was also a man that caused some ruckus, when things weren't right. I got to refer back to Matthew's 21:22, when he was cleansing out the temple, flipping over tables. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, Jesus did this. He was angry. He flipped over tables. So I think it's very interesting because, as a believer, I'm gonna go a little biblical on y'all right now. As a believer, you see both sides of that situation. You learn to turn the other cheek, but you also learn that Jesus was someone who stood up and, if he had to shake the tables, he literally shook the tables, but he was acting in the capacity of God. So I think that today, us being human, that we should give people grace, but we should also be vocal and stand up when things are wrong. And so I think the song came out in just the right time, with everything going on in this country and in this world. This is kind of like a call to action, like, hey, listen, try Jesus, don't try me, because if I see something wrong, I'm gonna stand up. And now, he said he's gonna throw hands. I don't recommend throwing hands on people.
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna throw hands on people.
And when he say hands, not the blessed hands, he's talking about slapping somebody, okay? I don't recommend doing that.
Okay. So also, I don't know how you switch gears and talk about this, but a couple notable deaths this week.
Yeah, so, the entertainment field has definitely taken a hit. Regis Philbin, he passed away. And, I know him from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I used to watch that show with my grandmother growing up. A lot of you guys know him from Regis and Kathy Lee, the morning show. And, he lived a good life. We definitely will miss his presence in the entertainment field. And just recently, Malik B from The Roots, he's one of the founding members from the group The Roots. He recently passed away. And, The Roots, listen, they are iconic when it comes to just hip hop and putting out authentic music. Just their lyrics, the actual music, they stood for something. So, the entertainment field definitely will miss those two and, definitely want to take this time to honor them.
Is it just me or did Regis Philbin transcend age? Because when you think about it, I always remember Regis being older, but I never realized that he was as old as he was. And yet when he passed, it was one of those moments when you looked at the TV and you said, he was that old? Because it seemed like he was working just last week.
It does. I literally had the same thought. It's like I remember him being, an older guy watching him on TV, but I didn't realize that he lived so long. And, again, hey, he must have took care of himself, had a good night routine because he kept his skin looking great. He constantly showed up and constantly entertained us. So definitely will miss him.
Let me ask you this from the standpoint of somebody that does the entertainment business a lot. Does it bother you that it seems that the days when you could enter into a field like Regis Philbin and stay with it for so long, he holds the record for the longest number of hours as a host on TV. Does that really temper your aspirations, knowing that we are in such a microwave world?
So It's kind of like a catch-22. I admire those journalists and hosts who are able to stay on forever. Like literally, we love them. We want to see them. They're able to stay on forever. Now, however, it does limit the opportunities for up and coming hosts and, commentators like myself, because hey, you really can't move up if that spot is already filled. The only way to get into a new position is to literally create that new position. So, again, I see both sides of it, and my piece of advice and word of encouragement for all aspiring hosts is just keep doing your thing. Create your own platform. If you're unable to get on a big network, just start where you are. Create your own platform, use YouTube, and keep building up your portfolio, your resume, and your reel. So that way, when it's time to move up, you have some work behind you. You have some work to back up your name.
But you have spent so many years trying to do this now and doing it. I mean, you're in your 50s and you started when you were in your 20s. And people are going to look back and say, what does she do to try and maintain the look?
If I'm in my 50s and looking like this, listen, which will probably happen. Take a look at my grandma and my mother, okay? You know the saying, black don't crack, okay?
And on that note, we'll leave you with more of Try Jesus. Lauren, thanks for being with us.
Try Jesus, not me. 'Cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. I know what he said about getting slapped, but if you touch me or mine, we gon' have to scrap. So, try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. I have no problem laying these hands. Try Jesus, don't try me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. Oh, you said, turn the other cheek. Oh, but this one part of the Bible that just don't sit right with me. So try Jesus, please don't try me, 'cause I find I have no problem laying these hands.